The next one is the God chart. The God chart shows the minimum, maximum, and current value against the target value. The God chart is used to represent the KPI. KPI stands for key performance indicators like sales, profits, or revenue. And the God chart is a circular arc. It looks like an arc, and using which we can measure progress against a set goal or key performance indicator. It helps us to understand what extent a goal has been completed. The classic example is the marketing department, right? So the marketing manager in a company, you have a marketing manager, and under him, salesperson 1 to 10 salespeople are reporting under this marketing manager. So he is setting the goal to each and every salesperson. Okay, for this salesperson, for example, he says you need to achieve 8 million sales for this the quarter, for this quarter, and let you know, 8 million is too high, and one you need to achieve zero point 0.5 m. Based on the experience, also they set the target or the goal. Okay, and for this guy, is zero point 0.5 m, and for this guy 0.5 m, this guy 1 m, he should achieve it. So with the help of God chart, we can measure the actual with the target. So this is the target we set it to the salespeople, and how much they actually achieve it at the end of the quarter. Let's first quarter is Jan, Feb, March, right? The April month they measure it. So April month first week or second week, already they would have completed the first quarter sales, right? They crossed the first quarter. In that case, each and every salesperson, what is their target we set, how much they achieved it. So that you can see it with the help of God chart. So this is basically to track the achievement level. Okay, achievement, how much we have achieved. Are we on par with the target? Are we falling below the target? Are we falling above the target? To track those kind of things, we can use God chart. And the color red, green, amber, yellow, the traffic signal. Red is wrong, we are not able to meet the target. Green is yes, we are way above the target set by the manager. Amber is we are about to we are in the borderline kind of thing. And the yellow, right, so yellow is kind of it's okay, right? It's okay kind of thing. So now, and also the single chord. Look here, what is single chord number cards? The single number cards is to display, the single value in it. So, for example, in this case, the Canada, France, and each country, what is the sales we made in total? If you want to see it along with your other reports, if you want to see it in your report or dashboard, this is very much helpful. This can give them at a glance view about which country is faring really well. In that kind of situation, we'll be using the single number, the cards. I just go ahead and show you the God chart. And just below the visualization, you can find the God chart. Sorry, God chart. This is your God chart. In this case, what I do is I simply drag and drop the sales. This is nothing but your revenue. Okay, it shows something like this. And if you look at the field section at the right side, you will find the value field, minimum value, maximum value, and target value. So in the value field, you can see the sales column got dropped here. And the minimum and maximum and target value, we need to drag and drop the data fields here. If you want to compare something, right, you need to drag and drop the value. You need to specify the minimum value, maximum value, target value. Since these values are not available as part of this tables column, there is another option. You can go to the format your visual, and then you can expand the gauge axis. Here you can specify the minimum, maximum, and target. For example, here we have something like formula and all is there. Field value, sum of sales, and here if you see here, yeah, that's all, not much. And here what you do is the minimum is okay, something went wrong here. Okay, the minimum is let's say 5 million. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 5 million is the minimum, and the maximum is 10 million. I just remove the 5 and 10 million, and the target is, sorry, maximum. I'll just give it 20 million. The minimum is 5 million. The maximum is 20 million. I just select this one. I just go here and I can see that in the target I have mentioned how much. See 5 million, right? This is it's way too below. And here what I do is I just say 13 million, not 13 million. I just say 10 million. Okay, fine. So this is the minimum value, 5 million. Maximum value is 20 million. And what we achieved in actual, right? That is what your 11.30 am. And this needle tells us this is what the target. So with this, we are able to quickly make out, we are performing above the target value. This is the goal set. Now our team is really doing fantastic job. They are able to exceed our expectations in terms of crossing the target value. So this needle is for the target, okay? And you can choose colors like I mentioned here, the red, green. Now in this case, it is green, hence because we have achieved way beyond the target set, hence it is green. Okay, if it is below this, then you need to set something like, we are not, we have not yet achieved the sales. The sales performance is below the target. In that case, you need to choose the red color. You can go to the format option. You can use the colors here, and fill color. You can use red color or something like that. And the target, okay, this one, what we can do is you can enable the data labels are already enabled, and you can increase the font size a little bit, the data labels, so that it will be very clear. And the other one is the target color. So this is what your target color. We can specify the target color as something like red. That is what your actual. The needle. Look here, this needle is your target. Okay, and now we could see that we are above. This is how you need to use the colors. The color combination also will be specified as part of the design document. And you need to talk to your reporting users, and they can tell you what colors that needs to be used. So apart from this, the single cards. For example, this is called your card visual. This is available as below this visualization. Just click on it. The empty card is getting displayed on the left side here in the canvas visual. What I do is I just put this one here. And then here I just create one card here. So in this case, what I do is the fields, the sales. I use the sales here, and this gives me the overall sales. Okay, but I wanted to see the country-wise sales. Okay, in that case, what we can do is one option we can go to the filters. I just clicked on, I just redo it one more time. Look here, you have, see next to the visualization, on the left side of the visualization, you can find the filters. You click on it, it will get expanded. And here you can see the filters on this visual. In a specific visual, you can apply the filter here. So here, add data fields here. You have an option called add data fields here, and filters on this usually sales here in this case. Because we have used only one column here. Is there any other way I can do the filtering and display the sales only for a specific country? For example, I just select Afghanistan. Look here, I just applied the filter for Afghanistan. Now it shows the Afghanistan sales here. Okay. And next one is what I do is I just do little bit formatting. I just go here and just check the general properties. Here the effects. What I do is I just visual border on. In this, I just expand this one a little bit. I move this slider so that it will be a rounded corner. You see the corner is rounded. It looks good in this case. And the next step is I just go here and general title on. I just give here. What I do is I just go and say the text is Afghanistan. Afghanistan sales. And then you can align it to the center also. Look here, this is Afghanistan, and you can increase the font size for this, and then you can make it bold if you want it. Okay, and if you want to reduce it a little bit because the sales is not visible here. Yeah, and title and properties. The title is on here, and I just, yeah, this is the title color. I'll make it black so that it will be prominent. Fine. So now we can see that Afghanistan says. Now we did all kind of formatting everything. If I do Control C and Control V with this formatted one, it will be easier for us to change the apply the filter here. I mean, even in this case, I just copy paste the country here, and in this case, what I do is I just wanted to clear the filter here. So for this, Afghanistan we have used it. For this, we want to display some other countries' total sales. But here, since I just copy pasted it, the same filter is available here, right? So I want to clear this. Nowadays, to clear this one, I need to click on this cross here, remove filter. Okay, remove filter. Now what I do is I just go and drop the country column. Sorry, it's already okay. 1 second. Let me just do one thing. Not the sales. 1 second. Here I just drop the country column here. Here I just clear this one. Okay, for this so that there should not be any confusion. I just drag and drop this country column. And this time I just need Albania sales. I just click on it. Look here, Albania sale is getting displayed. With the help of filters, in each card visual, we can display the relevant sales. Got it? So now what we did, we just simply copy pasted and then we applied the filter only for this visual. Since we have already done all the formatting, everything, we are able to save the time here. But make sure that you are giving the proper column name. Okay, whenever you reuse the existing visual, make sure that you are changing the title correctly of Albania, Albania, Albania. But similarly, if they want a specific countries, you can create one more and then you display it, and then you neatly align it. Any of we will have a session for the design, report design, what color needs to be used, what font to be used, what theme we can use it, right? See, the best thing you can, if you go to view, and if you see here, the default one, this is the current theme, high contrast, and you can use this is not that good, and classroom and all, we don't need it, and you can use the storm, but it looks it doesn't looks good. And here solar, you can use different colors, you can change the theme also here. Sorry, not this one, and I just go here. You can also use different background image, that and all we will see it as part of the separate session, the design session. The color blind, right? So color blind is good. Those people have color blind, right? So they can use this one, and you can choose whatever you wanted. This is your electric. And okay, so what I do is, for the time being, I just go and select the eye contrast. It looks bit very clear here, right? Okay, so now you understood what is the difference between the Gantt chart and single chord. And also we did the formatting in these two things. Gantt chart is to measure the or track the goal against the actual, and the single chord is to display the kind of a KPI, key performance indicator. You can display. So what is the sales we have achieved in different countries? You can see it here. Just to give the single number, this is very much helpful. And next one is the waterfall chart. What is waterfall chart? The waterfall chart shows the running total as you add the, and as the values you add and subtract it, it shows the running total. So when can I use a waterfall chart? So you can show the product value over a period of time. So when we launch the product, the very first day when we launch the product, what is the value for our product, and what is the today's the same product, what is the today's value, and in between, right, how the value went up and went down, right, at different point. You can see it with the help of waterfall. And also in the case of head count comparison, this is very much helpful. For example, you wanted to know, let's say you have started your company on this specific year, and you have recruited let's say 200 employees, and currently you are here. Okay, so you started, let's say you started the company by 2019. This is 2022. So when we started, how many people we onboarded? So 200 people. And then how many of them we have onboarded after 2019, right? So we can see that here 200, and we recruited 10, 210, and 40, 250. And then, what is red? This many number of employees left my company, they resigned their job. And again, we have recruited, onboarded more employees, right? So when we have onboarded, when people they left our company, and the size, with the size of this rectangle or square itself, we can make out, how many of them they left the company, and then again you recruited it. Currently, we are here. In the case of headcount comparison, this is good. And comparing product earnings also, you can use waterfall chart. It is also called as cascade or a bridge chart. Now I'll show you how to create the waterfall chart here. Where is the waterfall chart? This is the one. Okay, now the waterfall chart got created with dummy data. And this is how the waterfall chart looks like once you populate the data into this. What I do is I just start with region. Here I start with the region. Where is the region? I just type it here, region. I know very well the column name. Hence, let's not waste time in searching the region here. And here I just want to see the sales. Here I just move this down here. You don't have to resize it. For example, in the case of report design, you cannot afford to have bigger size of images, the usuals. Okay, for that, what you can do is, you just above the visual, you have something called focus mode. You just click on it. This gives you the magnified view. With this, you can understand. So this is my test region. This is the total sales, right? Currently, we are here, and we started here. The region test 25 25 lakhs, and then 14 lakhs, and 11 lakhs. We started with 25 lakhs, and then we have other regions. We are doing it like this. Let me do one thing. I just go back here. And then we have something called breakdown here. I just go and select the category here and drop it in the breakdown. Look here. Now it gives different thing here. When I click on the focus mode, we can see that in 3 categories, right? So the test, look here, if we keep the cursor here, 25 lakhs. And here you see that the furniture and the office supplies and all, many of them, it shows red. What we will do is we just go here, the 3 dots, and sort by ascending. Look here, now it shows the correct picture. Everything was showing in red. I just selected the ascending here. So in Canada, we have started with 56,000 and furniture technology. So Canada and Caribbean. So this is your Caribbean. We started with 56,000 and then it moved up to mm, in Canada. Yeah, the Canada sales was 8,798. And then the Caribbean sales, it got that is a region, right? So each Canada is a region. This is also another region. The furniture sales in Canada is 8,000. Caribbean is 1,10,000. And the sales change. It gives us the percentage in sales also, right? So 1151 percentage increase in the Caribbean. In the case of Caribbean, for furniture, where is the furniture? This is the one, right? So here your Caribbean furniture is sale is 1,10,000. See the same value, and here also you can see that the Caribbean is 1,10,000. And what is the sales in Canada? That is what it says. See now, it helps us to compare each region's the furniture with the next region's furniture category, right? How much percentage increase in sales we could see in each region for the specific for each category. That is what we can see it here. And when I keep the cursor over here, I can see that here the Canada sales is 24,000 and Caribbean sales is one. It compares, the Canada with Caribbean, and here we can see the sales change is 338 percentage. Where in the case of Caribbean, okay, and the office supplies is so. This is with this you should be able to understand very clearly. In the case of Africa and test Asia, North Asia, okay, and here if you see here, and what are the sales here? 6,69,000. The Africa sales test is 2,64,000, and here 2,64,000. But here you can see that there is a the negative percentage, right? There is a decline in the sales. How much percentage decline in sales? 32 percentage. Where here, right? So in here and here we can see there is a decline in sales here. And how do we interpret Africa sales is 1,86,000, whereas the test Asia 1,24,000. With which one is smaller? The test Asia, right? So hence the in the case of test, yeah, there is a negative 32 percentage decrease in sales here. That's what. So this is how you need to interpret it. So we have the breakdown option is available. With that, if you drag and drop it, you will get more insight. And you need to make sure that you are sorting the data in ascending order. Otherwise, it can lead to some kind of confusion. For example, by default, it will show it in descending order, and then it causes some kind of confusion, right? So in that case, in that kind of situation, you need to make sure that you are using the ascending order. Simple common sense, right? You need to use it and see. And the increase is green and decrease is red, and total is green, and the yellow is other. We don't see any yellow color, and we don't see any. Yeah, we have seen three the red color here. So in the case of furniture, right, we can see that furniture one. Okay, in this case, the furniture. In this case, the technology. There was a draw. Sorry, office supplies, and here also furniture. So, but if you see, office supplies and furniture, we were experiencing some kind of decline in the sales percentage. Furniture and office supplies. See how many insight we are getting there. And the technology but technology only one time, and especially in the east region, the technology we were not doing good. So otherwise, rest of the regions we could see that the technology is good. So the technology is kind of good here. So this, if you keep the cursor over here, just a line is showing here. Okay, here that nothing is there. It's just a connecting line. Okay, and I'm just wondering why technology. Okay, maybe in the Africa they are not selling technology related products. So this is what waterfall charts, the water chart falls. With this you are able to understand. It shows us the running total as the values are getting added or subtracted. So how the initial values are getting affected due to changes in increase or decrease of values till the end, right? So how much percentage of sales also it shows here, how much percentage of change in sales it shows us, right? In addition to the sales value. The next one is bookmarks. What is bookmarks? Okay, I just save because the files